been promoting gender parity really for the past 2 decades, and it started when I co-authored my first book. And the first book was called What Every Successful Woman Knows, 12 Breakthrough Strategies to Get the Power and Ignite Your Career. And I had interviewed a number of women on Wall Street about how they had the title and how they were making money. They were sitting at the table, but they didn't really have a voice. And that was the genesis of my saying, we really have to do something about getting women a voice and moving them up. And that was really what started me on my quest to put more women in higher level positions, not just the C-suite, but onto board positions. So sometimes we're asked by CEOs and non-gov committee chairs, where do I go and find these women? Well, I always say, besides calling me, there are plenty of ways you can go find women. There are many databases out there. But if you're using a search firm or you're using your own contacts, one thing to do is anytime you're given a slate of candidates, number one, insist that that list of candidates, half of the candidates that you're looking at are women. Number two, open the aperture in terms of the experiences, backgrounds you're looking at. They should not be just former or retired CEOs. You need to look at experiences beyond that, because if you just look at former CEOs, you're not going to find women on that list. Number three, you have to fill every other opening with a female candidate. Then you can get to parity. But if you're filling openings all the time with men, you're never going to get there. Number four, you really need to look at sponsoring a woman. And if you're sponsoring a woman, then turn to other CEOs and see who they have sponsored, because those could be candidates for you when you're filling that opening. And number five, you need to look at this as a long-term opportunity. So you're not going to fill openings overnight with women, but it's a longer term. So maybe it's over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to build bench strength. Get to know these women today. Get to know and be comfortable with. You're bringing people onto the board that you trust, you know that they have the experiences, and build the bench strength so that you will have that board filled and have the composition with you'll have parity. That is how you build a strong board. That is how you have a diverse board. Not overnight, but being purposeful and being mindful and being intentional, and you will have a fabulous board.